1, 2. Second down, Fields. It's intercepted. 1, 6. And the Tigers are not going to be dethroned tonight.
Looking back on it, it was really just heartbreak. Don't want to feel like that again.
We had a heck of a game with them last year, and doubt it'll be anything different.
Spins it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Every game for us is a statement.
We deserve to be in the playoff.
Buckeyes are flexing.
Yes.
That'll be a quick study for us. There's only 6 games, so.
What was your first reaction when you saw the matchup?
This could be one of the greatest stories in the history of college football.
All right, let's do this. Number 2 Clemson is going to take on number 3 Ohio State in the All-State Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day, right here on ESPN. But were it up to Tigers coach Dabo Swinney, they'd be playing someone else. He ranked Ohio State 11th on his final ballot. He wasn't the only coach to leave OSU out of the top 4, but 11th was lower than any of the 61 FBS head coaches who voted in the poll. The Big Ten started play late because of COVID, and the Buckeyes played 6 games. Dabo didn't think that was enough, especially after Clemson played 11. He sat down with our Tom Rinaldi to talk about it.
We hope you're ready. The undefeated Buckeyes, the undefeated Tigers for a slot in the championship game.
Lawrence takes a shotgun snap, going to run it up the middle.
Lawrence in a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers!
What a run by Trevor Lawrence!
Unbelievable.
Hello, New Orleans. Here comes Clemson.
Trevor sat in here and he said something which I thought was, insightful. He said, I know it might sound odd to say, but I feel like Clemson-Ohio State is a rivalry, even though we don't play them that often. You nod your head. Why?
I think we have similar programs in that, Ryan, I think we value similar things. We recruit against each other in a lot of areas, and then obviously we've played each other several times.
At number 3, drama.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Ohio State.
If you talk to the coaches, the what should happen debate doesn't include Ohio State getting into this bracket.
You've been clear on this point throughout, Dabo, about the number of games as a metric has to matter maybe as much as ever, given how difficult the grind has been this season. So you rank Ohio State 11th, and it creates a huge reaction, all right? How would you characterize the reaction to that ranking? Why Ohio State 11?
Yeah, overreaction. First of all, my poll don't mean anything, but it means something to me. It's my poll. I do it. It creates a stir because it just so happened to be playing Ohio State. It has nothing to do with Ohio State. Absolutely zero. You could change the name to Michigan or Georgia or Florida or Tennessee or Nebraska. Anytime you have a top 10, it should be, that's special. This year, it's like really, really, really special, and I wanted it to be that way. And so I, wanted to recognize the teams that played 9 games or more. And so if you didn't play 9 games, I just didn't consider you for the top 10. That's why they were 11. Obviously, they're a great team. They're plenty good enough and talented enough to beat us, good enough to go win the national championship. But in my opinion, I don't think that it's right that, 3 teams have to play 13 games to win it all, and 1 team has to play 8. What universe am I living in? And it has nothing to do with them. It was about qualifying. And I didn't think they were qualified based on the number of games versus all these other teams, that are being, in my opinion, Texas A&M, Florida, Oklahoma, Cincinnati, they got punished for playing more games.
I'll tell you this, Dabo Swinney is a breath of fresh air when it comes to coaches, because typically we hear coach speak in and out. He comes out there, tells it like it is. I think it's a good thing for college football. Trevor Matich back with us. And Trevor, Clemson narrowly escaped the win against Ohio State in last year's Fiesta Bowl. It was an absolute classic. What can the Buckeyes learn from that defeat to help them this time around?
Don't beat themselves. When they look at that tape from last year, the Buckeyes will be thinking 2 things. We had them. We blew it. So let's look at what the Buckeyes will be watching in that tape. And the first thing they'll see is a lot of skill. Justin Fields was then and continues today to be one of the most accurate passers in college football. And he's got some great receivers back. Garrett Wilson is back. He lit up Clemson last year. And this capability still exists. Also, Fields has the power of a running back. Now, it'll be easy to make this guy miss at the back of the pocket, but then he's in trouble because he's in an awkward position about to be hit by a D lineman. But watch that left leg, the one that's in the air. He'll drive it straight forward with no stutter steps. And Xavier Thomas was wondering, did he really just do that? Yeah, he did. Human quarterbacks can't, but quarterbacks like Fields with that kind of power can. This is where they got in trouble, Matt, because early in the fourth quarter, they need a touchdown to go ahead. They hit Chris Olave against a safety. Easy pitch and catch. So easy they go back to it in the final minute when they need a touchdown to win the game. But watch the quarterback. He'll hold the ball and drift to the left. So where's the receiver? Let's take another look. When Fields drifts to the left like that and holds the ball, Olave thinks he's initiating the scramble drill. So he reverses his route, falls down, and there's nobody left there. That miscommunication sent the Buckeyes home and had them watching Clemson play for the national championship. And so Ohio State firmly believes that if they don't beat themselves, the Tigers can't either.
Yeah, and Trevor, there's a couple of people, when you watch Justin Fields play, perhaps he holds onto the ball a little bit too long. You do that against that Clemson defense, and they'll make you pay. Buckeyes 0-4 all-time against Clemson. Can they reverse that trend this time around?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.